what we've seen this year is many new projects in the SMEs business. We had, for example, last year, the only application we received from neobanks were only on B2C. This year, many were on SMEs business, even if much of them were too small to be really discussing. It was more a business plan than a reality. But, and also, all the FX business or lending business around SMEs, this is huger and huger. So we wanted to have a short panel quickly with 3 guys working in that industry to understand what happened. So I will first let you present yourself. I think it's the easiest way. So I will begin by you, Matthew, please.
Thank you, Laurence. I'm Matthew Gamser. It's my privilege to be here, and I'd like to compliment the audience. Maybe a lot of you left, but those of you that stayed clearly are the ones that have the market vision and are seeing that this is the real place where you're going to do business. I work for the International Finance Corporation, which, for those of you who don't know it, is the private sector arm of the World Bank. We are not a direct financier of micro and small and medium enterprises, but indirectly, it's fair to say that we're one of the major players in the world. Give or take, the financial institutions that we support around the world, and that's about 800 or so financial institutions, they serve about 30 to 40 million small and medium enterprises and several hundred million micro enterprises. And this year we just signed a deal to work with 2 institutions, the China Postal Bank and Ant Financial, which is the financial arm of Alibaba. So those numbers are already considerably out of date by orders of magnitude, for those of you that know anything about China. So that's my big institution. My particular job that I do is I run the SME Finance Forum. This is actually an initiative of the G20 countries. It is not about doing financing like we do in IFC. It's about knowledge, spreading knowledge of what is working in SME finance, bringing the industry together to learn from each other, and being a bridge between the industry and the regulators and policymakers to figure out what do we need to do to create a better environment to continue growing SME finance.
Good afternoon, I'm Philippe Gelis. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Kantox. So in Kantox, in some words, we build solutions for businesses, SMEs, but more and more mid-caps to manage their foreign exchange exposure, so mainly to manage their foreign exchange risk and to completely automate processes. So basically, we are replacing people by machines to manage FX in businesses. So we are London-based, but we have back office.
You're French, London-based, yes. Barcelona.
Barcelona back office and French investors. So we are a bit an unusual case. And thanks for inviting us one more time.
Okay, hello. So my name is Pierre Antoine Dusoulier. I'm CEO of Ibanfirst. So Ibanfirst had been launched in October 2016. And historically, it's a company that have started in 2013. And the name of the company at this time was FX4Biz. It's a company which was specialized in doing cross-border payment for SMEs. So a bit like what Kantox is doing. We are helping SMEs to pay provider in foreign countries in different currencies. While we have set up this company, we have set up all the system with IBAN in different currencies for our client. And we have set up a strong bank, core banking system for our client. And we have seen that most of our client, SME client, were using us as an online bank, multi-currency online bank. So we start to think if we are able to do multi-currency online banking, why not trying to be just online bank? Because probably our client, they just need a basic payment account to do most of their business. So now we are not only providing FX cross-border payment, but we are also providing payment account for SMEs. And because we think most of the SMEs, they just need a payment account to do their business. They don't need a real bank account.
Just to mention, because not everybody knows you here, it's not like a new kid in the fintech. I mean, you are for a long time. Can you just mention what you did before?
Yeah, so thank you. So, yeah, in 2006, I've started a company in France called Cambist, which was the first company with getting a license from the French regulator to do a FX brokerage for retail. So I was the first one to do that in France, and it was quite successful. So I resold the company to Saxo Bank, and I became CEO of Saxo Bank in France and in the Western Europe region. And in the meantime, I've invested in a lot of like fintech kind of company, but at this time it was not called fintech. So I'm also a shareholder in United Credit and a company like this.
Philippe, why, in your opinion, there are so many projects right now arising in this SMEs field?